Alright, so this is Big BMO What Ifs, and I'm coming to you with a fifth part of What If Luffy was overpowered. I kinda forgot to do this last weekend, and I'm very sorry for everyone who was waiting for this. I'm very sorry. Now, let me just do a quick refresher on this. Now, Luffy Luffy, we just finished the Low Town arc, and he's on his way to the Grand Line. Now, Luffy is nearly mastered hockey. I think he can do Rio now. He could probably go up to fourth gear, stuff like that, like one arc stuff, as well as he has six devil fruits. And let me just think about them again. Um, God, all right, I know he has the phoenix fruit. He has the gum gum fruit, the gura gura fruit. The white beards. Did he have yami yami fruit and then something else, right? Yeah, yami yami, and then he also had the mako shark fruit. Mako fruit, whatever. And I forgot the last one. Yeah, I'm so very sorry, but I think I forgot the last one. The two zones. He has the two paramecia. Then he was supposed to have two logia. He has the dark fruit, if I'm correct. And then did I say magma? Was it the magu? Um, I'll refresh myself eventually, but anyways, now it is time to get back to this what if. I'm very sorry for leaving you guys hanging like this, but since we reached 5 likes on the last one, I'm gonna raise the like goal to 10. If you can get 10 likes on this, the next part will come out next weekend. And then, yeah. Alright. Oh, God. Alright, so where we start off with Luffy and the crew. They just escaped Town with the help of Dragon, which in this one Luffy is not acquainted to yet. Um, and they head to Reverse Mountain, right? Or yeah, Reverse Mountain, right? Now, obviously, it was a very narrow path, and they found it and went up it. And when they were coming down, same thing occurs with Laboon banging his head, and them feeling all the tremors and stuff. Now, um, I think the head of Mary broke off, and Luffy gets mad, so he punches Laboon in the eye. Being a little bit impulsive, like he still is. I mean, um, he's Luffy. Come on, if he's not impulsive, but he's not Luffy, bro. Now, Laboon would do the same thing where he swallows Luffy and the crew, and while they're inside, they're in this dark tunnel, and they're just floating. Obviously Laboon's big guy. He's big, massive, big, big whale. Now, eventually they find a hatch or a door or something, and they go inside to see Crocus sitting on a little island in the middle of what I suppose is Laboon's stomach. It was weird, bro. Like, wouldn't the stomach have acid? And wouldn't that water be acidic? But who cares? Anyways, Crocus is like, still reading his book as always, and let's just make this fast. Now, they would introduce themselves to Crocus. Crocus, introduces himself to him, as well as I think Um, he talks about the problems with Laboon and how and like his whole backstory, and uh, Miss Wednesday, which is Vivi, right? Or is it is it Monday? I've completely forgot. I think it was Wednesday. I think Vivi was Wednesday. Um, Miss Wednesday or Vivi and Mr. 10, Mr. 9, Mr. 9 would come by, and try to like threaten Crocus or like try to do something with Laboon, and I think Crocus stopped them. Now, same thing would go down with Crocus stopping them, and they would be put onto Luffy's ship. Now, Crocus tells them a little bit about the Grand Line and like reaching the last island and stuff like that. Basically, goes through all the information that we hear about in canon, and both Robin, or like the smarter people on the crew, not Robin, sorry, but Nami and Luffy are soaking up in this information, to use for later, and then obviously they leave. This time with the first log pose not being broken, but Crocus would still hand them another log pose, and for extra keeping, because he honestly doesn't need it. He's living the rest of his life out at the watchtower or the lighthouse. Uh, Now they would get outside, and Luffy would still challenge Laboon, and he would call it a tie, but he would be able to. He would obviously have been able to win. Um, and he still makes the promise to Laboon, which obviously Laboon accepts, and he draws the big straw hat symbol on Laboon's nose, and they head off with Mr. Nine and Miss Wednesday, in tied up, in captivity. Now, I completely forgot to say this because zones usually have like no, because like in these stories, usually zones have like different forms, like three different modes, like this. Yeah, I don't know how do you say this, but like when people make stories about zones, they usually give them different transformations. So I'm just not gonna make this. I'm just gonna make it the shark fruit, which means his first transformation is Mako Shark, which will be extremely fast in the water. Extremely fast. And he'll be obviously be able to swim in that form. The second form will be a great white. Now he oh no, oh yeah, second form is great white. Now he has a lot more destructive power. He's a lot larger. He's a little bit slower, but he packs a lot more damage, especially with his bite. Now, obviously, to compete with other people with like these gigantic animal, uh, zone fruits, I'm gonna make his last transformation a megalodon, like, in Meg and stuff, like he gonna be huge. He could chomp down like 5 people all at once or something like that. He's like 4 or 5 times larger than a great white, which a great white is already huge. So yeah, that's gonna be his last transformation, and it's gonna be a pretty scary one, uh, especially if you're caught up in the water. Uh, Extremely sharp teeth. And let's just say this, because it's kind of a power up, it's going to pack much more power than the great white form, obviously, and it's going to be a lot faster than the mako shark form. Even though it's bigger, it's going to have immense speed because of like its muscles or something. That's going to make it be able to like, swim faster. I don't know. I'm just gonna make the logic like that. All right. If you guys don't agree with that, please don't hesitate to comment. I mean, uh, I'm not sure if I can. I'll change that because I mean I think that's a pretty good idea, right? Anyways, uh, all right. Now they set sail, obviously heading towards Whiskey Peak. They don't know what it's called yet. They just know it's like an island with a large cactuses, or what look like cactuses, but no, everyone who's watched until the Grand Line knows those aren't cactuses. Now they head over and obviously have all these greetings and stuff, but Luffy with his observation is easily to decipher that like all of these people have like malicious intent. Like none of them are actually like all of them are like wolves in sheep's clothing, I guess you could say. Or, anyways, they're hiding like their malice behind like smiles and stuff like that, or something along those lines. Now, Luffy being like still goofy, but like he's not as big of a guy, like as big of a meathead as in canon, where he's like not gonna freaking gulp down massive amounts of meals at a time. Like he eats normally, bro, just like everyone else. That's one part we're gonna lose of the original Luffy. He's a lot smarter. He's a lot more uh, intellectual than in canon. So some things still gotta go. Now, um, he stays. He pretends to have fun, drink. I don't know. You know, chat with the ladies, stuff like that, and he pretends to pass out. Now, obviously, that's when the people outside all wake up, and obviously Zoro's awake. He everything for Zoro goes as normal. Luffy wanted to see what happens with his teammates, if his teammates would notice or anything, because Sanji, Nami, and Usopp are all very proficient in observation compared to Zoro, at least. Zoro's definitely better than any of the three of them in armament. And he still does have observation as well as all three of them have armament. But yeah, he's definitely like he was Luffy was expecting some of them to be able to notice or anything, but I guess they didn't. Now those three are knocked out, and Zoro sees that Luffy's awake, and they go outside, and they're encountered by the billions and the millions from Baroque works. Now, obviously the whole villain explaining stuff, and then all into the fighting that goes down. Luffy and Zoro just taking down billions and millions like pretty quickly. Then obviously heading once they're done with them, he starts to fight. I think what his name was Mr. 8, who was Igaram, and then or Mr. 7. I completely forgot. He fights the church chick, or the nun with the really buff nun. Who else? He fights Mr. 10, Vivi, uh, some other two, I think. I forgot the other two, I think. Anyways, he beats them all pretty easily. Obviously, Zoro beating the chick and the buff chick with her like against like in strength. Igaram would probably get one punched by Luffy, Um, and the whole thing goes down with finding about out about Vivi's identity and finding and Mr. Five and Miss Valentine. I think they're where their names show up. The whole thing about them being on a run now. Uh, Luffy, Luffy, Zoro don't even need to do anything to them, bro. Like they're too weak, bro. Like there's they're easily taken down in like one hit from both of them. Um, and then it goes on to Vivi explaining her whole story. Now, Luffy accepts, like he's like, oh yeah, we'll help you. Don't worry, we got it. And Zoro's like, all right, yeah, sure. Now, I think no, this is after the rest of the group wakes up, and obviously they all accept. Now, um, this would be done, I think, instead of Igaram trying to go sacrifice himself, Luffy would just, blast or something with one of his fruits. I think maybe his Guruguru fruit will be able to create shockwaves to take down the ships that were coming. I think, right? Yeah, there were ships. Anyways, he would take down the ships that were coming to blow up Vivi and stuff like that, and they would set sail. Now, obviously, they land on Little Garden, where yeah, a couple of days pass. They land on Little Garden where they're stocking up on like stocks and stuff, or trying to find things to stock up their ship. And obviously, Mister Three and his person. Oh no, yeah, uh, yeah. I think it was Mister Three and I think it was Mister Four and someone else beforehand, right? Maybe not. And then Mister Three and his counter or and his partner. Now, same thing would go on with Dory and Bragi. Honestly, like literally, only thing that would go different is when they're going up against Luffy. Luffy would probably body them. Now, they still get they still they still fight. They find out. And Luffy probably uses. And Luffy, once they're all banged up and stuff, instead of I think he used like some type of like potion or drink or something to heal them and stuff. He would use his phoenix powers, like the flames from his phoenix fruit to like heal most of their wounds. And since I mean they were pretty serious wounds, but they were external wounds, so he was able to heal them fairly easily compared to like getting an arm chopped off or having your organs being like ripped open or something like that. I don't know, some gruesome stuff that like is extremely hard to heal, or like some disease or something. Now, uh, obviously that's when they would become friends and stuff, and the whole thing. And then obviously Luffy and the crew will leave with Vivi and Karu and Igaram this time. Now, well, they set sail obviously for Alabasta, but same thing happens where since Nami on the Little Garden was stung by a poisonous snake and she got sick, they had to go to Drum Island, right? Drum Island. Now, they go there. I don't know too. I completely forgot too much about Drum Island. Like I like Chopper, but honestly, and I like his backstory kinda. But honestly, I didn't like Drum Island too enough to watch like all the way through it. I think I even skipped it in the manga, for the most part. Um. So. All right. So I think it goes where they go into town looking for doctors, and they come into what was his name? I know his name ended with ton, or like Afton or something like that. Rafton, some the guard, the main guard. Is what I'm gonna call him. Obviously, he greets them and he's like talking about like, oh, up there. And so Luffy, with Nami on his back, would make the trip up there. Oh no no, I'm sorry if I'm not gonna be going into detail with this, but Wapu gets punched. They go up, meet Luffy and Nami meet Chopper and Dr. Correa, and while Zoro and the rest of the crew deal with the people down there. I think the main guard, he has to attack them because he's under like Wapu's orders, which he doesn't want to do, and then they get into a whole confrontation with Wapu, and so I think they defeat him. They'll defeat him or something like that, and then they go up the mountain as well. They meet Chopper, recruit Chopper. After Nami's healed, and they sleep there for like a day or two. I think maybe Wapu comes again, and yada yada. Everything goes on as normal, and Chopper is now the new man of the crew. Yep. We have the new teammate. Yeah, and so and so what is it called? Now we move on to when they leave the island. Obviously, I think they had to repair their ship a little bit or something. And yeah, give me a second, guys. Hey, sorry. I took a good a good long break. I'm sorry. I was talking with my friends on Xbox and stuff. But anyways, let's get back to this for a little bit before my friend comes back. Um, so they would head off to Alabasta. Now, I think I'm gonna try to cover all of Alabasta for right now. But anyways, they I think meet at like some type of port on like the east side of Alabasta, and obviously they head into a bar, which has which Luffy ends up going into a bar, which has both Ace and Smoker in it. Now, no, was that after Little Garden? I think that was after Little Garden. I forgot. But the whole thing with Ace distracting Smoker while, like, and stuff like that would go on. The whole thing with Ace destroying the ships of millions and billions of the Baroque Works agents would still happen. Now, um, the whole little interaction with Ace and the whole crew would go down the same. But this time, Ace doesn't have a 550 million berry bounty. He has a 2 billion berry bounty. Ace, oh no, 1.5 billion berry bounty. Ace is OP. Now, Luffy, if I'm correct, I think I gave him like a 500 million berry bounty right now, and so yeah, they would be really shocked. They would be really scared. Like, hey, our captain is like this powerful and stuff. Like, what does this mean about him? But Luffy's more powerful than Ace. Luffy's trained more than Ace and stuff, and he's more powerful. But uh, he just became a captain. People really underestimated his power. So yeah, but in this time, Ace is very proficient in hockey from when he started to become a pirate. Plus, then he got the Mirror fruit, which upped his power even more. Now, plus he's able to use Conqueror's Hockey. He didn't just unlock it when he was a kid and never train it. He trained his Conqueror's Hockey. Now, Uh, what should I? What should I? What should I talk about? Uh, um, sorry, I'm playing DBZ Kakarot right now. It's a pretty good game. All right. Um. All right. So now they would head off to the king or to the I forgot the name of the drought place where with the guy who was just shoveling sand for like years and years just to get water out. Now they would hear the backstory of him, find out the horrible things and find out about Koza and stuff. I think was his name. Now they would head on to the capital. I think is where they headed off to, and we're talking about the king and stuff. Oh no! Before that, they would have the first encounter with Crocodile and Robin. Obviously, the same thing happened where Robin appeared on the boat, on their way to Alabasta. Basically, it goes a little bit differently with that part too. Luffy notices her right away, and kind of doesn't accept her. Like, oh well, he's not. He doesn't play friendly with her at the moment. But yeah, because he knows that she's with crocodile. Crocodile. Anyways, same thing goes where the crocodile tries to pick them off like right beforehand because he obviously his best people have already been taken down kind of. Mr. One obviously fights Zoro. Zoro can already cut through steel anyways, so it's an easy win for Zoro. Um, I forgot who else goes after who. Sanji versus uh, the chick that was number one. I forgot her name. But anyway, I think they went against each other. Maybe not. I don't know. But they go against each other. Um, uh, Honestly, I'm kind of mixing up the story, bro. If in all honesty, if you really want me to give you my opinion on this, literally think about all of Alabasta, but just everyone getting swept by Luffy and his crew. All right, I'm back now. All right, yeah, okay, all right. Sorry, I was talking with my friend again, but anyways, so basically, what would happen is, God, are you you would they would basically sweep everyone. Now, Crocodile would easily be defeated this first time around, and basically he'd kind of be imprisoned in a way. So, um, Robin thinks that Luffy would be defeated and stuff, or no. How about this? God, I don't know. Shit, man. Okay, Crocodile would be defeated, but they go back to so Robin, joins their side in a way and leads them to the thing where they allow Robin to look at the poneglyph, and then they find out about like his call Crocodile's plans, and they basically kind of bring down the whole operation with Crocodile not even being the final boss at this point. Like, well, technically he was, but like he's already done for. Now this at this point they have to deal with the Marines, who obviously Smoker doesn't put up a freaking, like, he's not even a match to him. Now, honestly, I'm so sorry if I skipped through like literally some of the best parts of like Alabasta, but like it's way too long, man. Um, I'm I'm like mad tired because I want to make detailed what ifs, but like, literally, all I need to say for this, because Luffy is so overpowered, is literally he just sweeps the whole competition, bro. He doesn't even leave enough for like enough. He doesn't even leave enough freaking enough fights for the rest of them. Anyways, basically with this, they eventually figure out without the command of Crocodile, they don't have the spies in the on both sides anymore, or at least they bring them down. The whole thing about like stopping the war happens. They obviously wait until the attack day for Vivi to be able to speak to both sides at the same time and basically save the country in a way without having to uh, without risking the lives of all three of the guards, all the royal guards of King Cobra. How I think one of them died and then the other one was like really injured and he somehow survived. And then Igaram. Basically, all three of them survived. And in a good way, everything was restored and Vivi obviously, was very close to Luffy. Now, yeah, Luffy invites her to join the crew, but that don't happen. So they stay there one more night before Luffy and the whole crew was gonna head out. And obviously during this time, sorry I haven't been developing it. Uh, Nami and Luffy are things, so they dip out and have some fun of their own. Like probably have a night out in Alabasta. Chill, have kind of like a date night type of thing. They got money, so it's chill, and they go back a little bit like I don't know, like 2 in the morning type things, and chill out. Maybe do the do. I don't know. Luffy's technically still underaged, so well, age of consent, but like he's still technically a minor, so, he can drink liquor. So I mean, I guess it's all right, but yeah, um, they have their nice little time, getting definitely closer. They're definitely a thing now. They're like a full on boyfriend girlfriend type shit. You know, like Nami's like head over heels for Luffy, like dead ass in love, and Luffy, he's just like I want to protect her, and so they have a very good relationship now, and everything, and I mean that's really it. They set out the next day. Um, I completely forgot what's after Alabasta. I have to look that up again. God. All right. Well, anyways, that'll be it for today. Sorry for the pauses and stuff, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm so sorry for bringing this part out so late, literally like a week late. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one, and remember the like goal for this one is 10 likes. So if you really want to keep this series going, then hit 10 likes. And that's as for the anything else. Oh, I made a new thumbnail or whatever. Made this thing. So what if Luffy's overpowered? Now I'm gonna have text over certain things. So like when it's in the thumbnail, it'll show, and you'll know what part, like what series this is. I have one for the Naruto series right now. I'm gonna make one for the what if Luffy had elemental manipulation. And honestly, I'm not too sure about the uh, Deku, the son of the Nephilim, Jack. I'm not sure about that series. I don't think people liked it. So if anything, I'm probably just gonna stop it because it looks like people didn't like it. So yeah. I mean, if you don't reach the like goal, then that's fine. If you do, then I'll gladly continue that series. But from what I last saw, I don't think it reached the like goal. So yeah. Anyways, have a good one. Remember, uh, both the elemental manipulation and the Naruto what if, both of them are have hit 5 likes within like the first day. So I will be continuing those two series this weekend. Don't worry. All right, and yeah. Anyways, have a good one. I hope you guys have a good night and stuff. And yeah, this has been Big Bimo. Part. This was part 5 of What If Luffy Was Overpowered. And peace.